out the way. Who got a watch? Who got the time? I'm raising the clock. Even in my feelings, grind don't stop. Got big dreams, want big rocks. I got plans, you got talk. Heard it's real cheap, but it's really gon' cost. I'm trying to get these ends, build empires with my friends. I'm about hell in my business.
TV. Everything I say in this video is alleged. It is in my opinion, and it is for entertainment purposes only. Hello, YouTube family. It's DeMarie TV. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the video, you guys. I'm new to YouTube. Every like and subscribe that I get, it helps me get higher in the algorithm. And I always forget to ask you guys in the front of the video, and I wait till the end and I miss it. So would you please do me a huge favor and like the video and subscribe to the channel. Here we go. Oh, hey DeMarie TV family. So Big Brother season 25 episode 5 is probably going to go down as one of my favorites. This whole nether region, I am loving this episode. It puts you in the mindset of Halloween. You know, we're not too far off. About 2 months from now, we're going to be celebrating Halloween. About 2.5 months. But it's such a good episode. If you were blessed to grow up in the Freddy Krueger, Jason, Michael Myers era, you're going to absolutely love this episode because in my mind, it's a throwback to that. So the Scaryverse has placed the contestants in the most terrifying portion of the nether region. And inside of the nether region is the nether gorgon. And the nether gorgon is going to be hunting the contestants in this episode. If you are caught by the nether gorgon, you have to go run and go back into the household, and you are eliminated from the HOH competition. So the goal of the game is for a contestant to hide in a space that protects them from the nether gorgon. So there's a few places to hide. There's like a 1970 station wagon that they can hide behind. You have 2 porches that you can hide on. There's a fountain, there's a shed, and then there's a garage. Okay, so if you hide in each of those spaces, there's only so many dots designated that indicates a person can stand there. So each space has limited people. Each hiding place has a limited number of spaces that people can stand on. You have to get to a hiding space that you think is safe, and then the nether gorgon is going to come in. If he attacks you, you hit in the wrong space and you're out of the game. So it's just really a glorified game of hide and seek, right? So this is what I love about this. Anyone can go back and just kind of tap into their childhood when you're thinking about this game, because we've all done this before. You played hide go seek when it's dark outside. It's amazing. So the game begins, and when it starts, Riley, because she had head of household the last week, she now has to go back into the house because she cannot participate in this game. She's eliminated because she just had head of household last week. So the game starts with Riley heading back into the house, and then the competition starts. So the nether gorgon comes out. He's all tall, he's big, he's spooky. He attacks the front porch, and out in the first round is McCole, it's Blue, and it's Cameron. So the next rules are, it has to be 7 candles, rats and spiders, or the word keep has to be in the hiding place. Now this round they have removed red dots, so there's less places for each person to stand, and it's 11 contestants left. Okay, so they take off, they go running in each direction. The nether gorgon comes out and he attacks again. And that's going to be Matt, because they didn't have spiders in the shed. Then he goes and he attacks the car because the car didn't have the keep sign or the rats and the spiders. And then he attacks the fountain, and that's because the fountain didn't have spiders either. So you got Matt, Jag, Izzy, Sari, and America all out in this round. So next, the nether gorgon gives the next 3 clues. It has to be 10 links in a chain, a doll with the head turned backwards, or 6 bones in the hiding area. They have eliminated more hiding spaces, and then he says go. So this round, out goes Red, Corey, Boyd, and Felicia. All 4 of them are out, and then that leaves the final 2, which are Jared and Hisam. So at this point in the competition, there's one person in the household who's absolutely elated, and that's Sari, because either way, she's safe. So the Nether Gorgon comes in and gives his next clue. The next clue is there's been sketches in the hiding places, and if you read the sketches, then that's going to be your clue to understand where to hide. If you only got pieces of it, it can get confusing. But you have to read the sketched out information that was in the hiding spaces, and that's your final clue as to where to hide. So in the end, one section in the garage says don't choose the house, and another one said that begins with, or that starts with, and then on the car it read the number 4. Jared only got a piece of that, the number 4. So he assumed he was going to run to the house that started with the number 4, when actually he should have went to the house that ended in the number 4. Hisam did that. Hisam ends up winning the HOH competition. It was a really good competition. I think this is one of the best ones that Big Brother's done for me. And in a huge twist, after the competition is won, Hisam goes back into the household through the HOH room, but Jared has to stay in the Nether region. He does not get to go back to the house. So this is it's a switch up, right? So when Hisam goes back to the house, he comes out of the HOH room and he's able to announce that he's head of household. So when Hisam comes back in, he's explaining to everybody what happened in the final competition. And just with the little drop of shade, because with Big Brother, every little thing you say can plant a seed, right? So he comes in, he tells everybody what happened in the final competition, but he does not fail to mention that Jared picked his door first and he picked wrong. That is going to stay in all of his alliance's head until the end of this game, because they can always blame him for picking the wrong door first, right? So that was shade on Hisam's part, 100%. Then Jared's stuck in the Nether region, and the only way that he can communicate with the inside of the house is through a two-way mirror, right? So he's stuck over there. He can only come to them and communicate when he's able to communicate. They cannot communicate with him. So they can't ask any questions. They can't strategize with Jared at all. Hisam's now in charge, and then the rooms start scrambling. Everybody starts going into trying to have conversations with Hisam, kind of to state their position, negotiate, them staying in the house. But he's beelining for Riley, because Riley told him last week that she was gunning for him, which you should never do. So he is really focused on getting Riley outside of the house. And that's about kind of where he's looking at. He's not really even worried about anybody else. He's putting other people up next to Riley, but Riley is 100% his goal. And I agree with that. Riley is a really strong player. She was able to coalesce the alliance together, and everybody pays attention to Riley and listens to her. The best thing he could do is get her out the house. I respect Hisam's gameplay because he's straightforward. He's not holding back or playing with anybody. He's just telling them what it is, letting them state their piece. He's asking them questions he already knows the answer to, so he's going to identify, are they going to tell me the truth, are they going to lie? It's a really good strategic way to play the game, and I'm here for it. Jared comes back from the Nether region. He is given this power to place someone else in the Nether regions, protecting them from the elimination, but also removing them from the house. If he makes the wrong decision here, it can put a target on his back. So immediately they start scrambling. Riley does what she does. She starts to do the fake freak out and, starts crying, because that's what Riley does. She cries and she freaks out and she pretends she's the victim. So you have to trust me, which she can't. She blew her game when she told Hisam she was gunning for him. Okay, you should never do that. I don't know in what world you tell the person that you're gunning for them, unless you're just gonna go toe to toe. So in that event, she should not be freaking out because she already knows what it is, right? Hisam chooses Jag after talking to Sari, which is his mother. She tells him that's the safe direction to go. Jag doesn't understand why Jared chose him, because he was not under the threat of Hisam putting him up, because he feels like him and Hisam are cool, which he's right about that. But Jared does that because he feels like it's a safe bet. Jag is happy he's safe, but then that leaves Riley, Matt, and Cameron amongst the three that can go up on the head of household ceremony takes place. Hisam chooses to put Riley on the block and Cameron on the block. Both are strong players, and he's gunning for the strongest. If he can't get the strongest, he's going to get the next best thing, which is Cameron. So that's how the episode ends. I think it was a really great episode. I think Hisam's strategy is 100% on point. If you want to break up the younger group and make sure that it folds, you have to take out the strongest people there. In my opinion, that is Jag, that is Riley, that is Cameron. But the number one person that is the strongest is Jared, because he's floating between both teams, but only 2 people know that. So again, this game, season 25, amazing. I'm loving the direction of this game. I cannot wait to see what happens on the next episode. Please drop your comments, like the video, subscribe to the channel, share the video. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you agree with me or disagree with me about thinking that, Hisam's strategy is good or it's not. What do you think about Cherie and Jared? What do you think about Riley and Cameron and Matt? The little Riley and Matt showmance that might be developing. I would love to hear what you guys have to say about it, and I look forward to speaking with you after the next episode. Episode 6 coming soon. Bye.
Get out the way. Who got a watch? Who got the time? I'm raising the clock. Even in my feelings, grind don't stop. Got big dreams.